Beer Mail episode number 18 of
Brutal Battle.
So two big things. One, we haven't done a beer mail in quite some time. And two, I got the all clear like a week early to drink beer.
Yeah, this is Carlin's triumphant return.
Well, I can drink beer, but I can drink all alcohol, but I primarily just want to drink beer. Let's be honest.
That's all you really do.
Because that's my thing.
We drink wine.
Yeah, we drink wine sometimes, but it's mainly about the beer. Let's be honest.
You're a beer guy.
For that reason, one of the beers that I picked for this beer mail episode is one from a very reputable brewery that I hope is extremely good. It sounds interesting to me. And these beers were provided by Kyle Norman, who normally provides the beers for these beer mail episodes.
And it literally was beer mail. It was, sometimes we call it beer mail, but like it's handed to us.
Right.
But this was like sent in the mail. We got like a big package.
The other thing too is he said that when he does this every now and then, when he just sends us a bunch of stuff, this is his payment for the free content. So I was like, okay, look, first of all, there's no need to do this. You don't have to do this. But second of all, it is appreciated. So down with it. And if anyone else has interest in trying to get us beers for a beer mail or whatever, doesn't even necessarily have to be straight up beers. Maybe like beer wine hybrids or, something. Whatever you're interested in, you can hit us up, brutalbattlepodcast@gmail.com. We can get things figured out. Since I said that, let's just also say where else we are. We're on social media, beer social media, on Untapped. I'm Carlton Malibu, all one word, spelled as it sounds.
Ruby Reb 62.
And we are on Instagram.
Brutal Battle Podcast.
And if you ever want to hear back episodes going all the way back, because not all the podcatchers have everything, you can go to brutalbattle.com. It has all the episodes, or go to archive.org and just search Brutal Battle, because that's where the files are hosted. So, yeah. And is there anything else I usually say?
I think that's it.
No, I think that's about it. But yeah, just to let people know, like, we're on iTunes, we're on Anchor, we're on Spotify, and there are a bunch of other podcatchers that I don't really know about that we might be on there too. So, anyway, ready to get into the beer?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. So the first one is the one I'm most excited about. This is by Treehouse Brewing. And they're out of Charlton, Massachusetts. This is their Old Growth Kentucky Common. They say it is smooth and delicious, sweet and mild, a historic style thoughtfully revived. Brewed with 6-row barley, corn, cluster hops, alongside crystal and black malt. And it is 4.9%, and it's in a 16-ounce can, as Treehouse primarily does 16-ounce cans.
I mean, that's most.
Yeah, most breweries. But I know they do some bottles, too.
Yeah.
All right, look for a date code. Is there a date code? Oh, there is a date code on this. So this is, from last year. Not quite a year old, but about 2 months shy. So we'll see. I'm going to pour it in here.
Darker than I thought it was going to be.
I'll tell you right now, I'm already feeling like weird about drinking this beer because I've been like strictly not supposed to drink alcohol. So it kind of feels like I'm doing something wrong. You know what I mean?
Being bad.
Yeah, I'm like being bad. I'm like breaking the rules.
You got the all clear. Well, I mean, you're off the meds long enough that it's out of your system.
Yes, yeah. So this kind of looks like a brown ale to me.
Yeah, it's
Wouldn't you say?
Brown, amber.
Yeah, like brown with a little orange mixed in there. Yeah, definitely. I can kind of see through it.
Yeah, it looks pretty clear for what it is. Just hard because it's darker.
Right, yeah.
But it's still pretty clear.
There's a decent amount of head.
Yeah.
It's a very, like, thick, very small bubble, fine head. Ooh, it smells really good, though. It's, like, super malty, like, beautiful malt smell to it. It's very caramelly. There's, like, a vanilla in there, too.
I'm getting a little, like, brown sugar.
Yeah, caramel brown sugar.
Yeah.
Kind of similar-ish. Honey. I get a strong honey note.
Yeah.
Little woodiness in the nose. I mean, I know there's not wood in it, but it's got, like, this kind of earthy, woody quality there.
I mean, it smells light. It smells light and refreshing.
It smells light and refreshing, but also, like, deep, rich malt flavors going on in there. It smells very good. And there's, like, a slight coffee on the finish.
I like it. tastes exactly as you would kind of anticipate.
It's more bitter than I assumed it was going to be, but it also finishes a little more thin than I thought it was going to be based off of the nose.
I kind of figured it was going to be thin.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had a couple Kentucky Commons.
But I don't have a problem with those aspects of it.
Yeah, it is more bitter than I thought.
Relatively drying in the mouth.
But you still get that sweetness coming through.
Yeah.
Very malty. A little grainy.
Yeah. It is very like grain bill driven.
Yeah.
Obviously because it's a malty beer, but I do get a lot of that honey to it. I get that woodiness, which I think part of that is boosted by that bitterness with it. And the other flavors going on kind of makes it come off as woody.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
And at like 4 and some change percent, it's very sessionable.
So would you say caramel or brown sugar on this? It's very faint, to be honest, because the sweetness is more honey to it.
The sweetness, I think it's more honey than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting some of those other notes in the nose, but not as much in the taste.
And I would go light brown sugar. If I'm going between like caramel brown sugar, I go light brown sugar. In the nose, it was a little more caramelly to me, but the actual taste, it's very much just like light brown sugar. It's good.
Yeah, I like it. So what you hoped it would be?
Honestly, I had no expectations of it, to be honest. I was just like, it's Treehouse for whatever style it is. It'll, be pretty good. Honestly, I chose this as a beer for the episode before I even looked at what the beer was. I was just like, it's Treehouse. I want to do Treehouse in my first, beer back from my hiatus.
Well, and we got to get beers out of the fridge because...
Yeah, we have a lot. Because since I haven't been drinking,
and I
sitting there.
haven't been drinking as much.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I'm really enjoying this old
I like it.
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. Okay. Our second beer is called Radical Candor. It is a New England style IPA brewed with Vermont-grown crystal hops.
Nice.
It is 6.2%. And it is brewed by Burlington Beer Company at Willingston, Vermont.
It's very odd that it's Burlington beer, not out of Burlington.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's a date code. No date code. They just do one of those things where it's like a colored dot on the bottom.
Right, which means nothing to us.
If it means anything to someone, it's blue. It's like a baby blue.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
So we'll see.
So I don't know how old this is. I mean, Kyle Norman said that a bunch of these weren't super freshies. Did you need a little more? Was that enough of a pour for you?
You can give me more.
Okay. Sorry. I'm off my pouring game since I haven't been doing it much. Okay, so you know us prefacing this before you even smell it. You know us. We're not big on New England style IPAs, so my expectation going in, I'm not going to love it, but we will be fair to it.
Yeah, I was going to say we always evaluate everything.
It's very opaque, opaque yellow with a slight orange. This also has a lot of head.
Yeah.
That's just chilling out, thick, creamy looking head to it.
It's very floral.
And soapy. There's a soapiness in there.
I'm calling that floral, I think. You're calling it soapy.
Well, it is floral as well. Soapy and floral are a little different to me. But yeah, soap and floral coming together. There is a little bit of a citrus. I'm trying to suss out what I think.
Me too. I agree. I said floral first because I was really confident in the floral, and then I'm like, there's something else in there. I don't know exactly what to make of it.
There's citrus and pine. So it's kind of this is dehydrated orange plus a little bit of pine. It's like spruce tips type pine level.
There's a juicy quality to it.
Yeah, yeah. It smells, this might be weird, it smells thick.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It
smells like it's going to have a lot of body to it.
Yeah.
Because it's a little syrupy in the nose.
It feels like we're going to chew it.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I kind of like a beer like that once in a while, too.
Yeah. I'm interested.
I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I'm interested based off the nose, but our track record, especially with New England style IPAs, is that the nose is really good. And then you taste it and there's barely any flavor there. So hopefully this breaks that mold. We'll see. It's pretty sweet, but it's not too sweet. So I appreciate that. I'm getting way more of the pine character in the flavor than I was getting in the nose.
Yeah. I'm getting a little I guess playing off the pine like a mango.
Yeah. I could see that for sure. And there's like a resin quality.
Yeah,
it's like resiny hop.
I kind of like this.
Yeah, gonna be honest, I enjoy it.
It's not...
I do enjoy it.
It's not like my favorite IPA by any stretch. Right. But for a New England style, I think it's nice.
It does have that kind of like yeasty flavor that you get a lot with the New England style IPAs, but it's not out of proportion.
Very low level.
Yeah. It's within check, especially with the other flavors. Primarily, your flavors are the more savory, are the ones that you want more, kind of like that dehydrated orange in there, that pine, that mango. That's more. Yeah. I do get a bit of that soapiness and also that floral note that you were talking about, which soapy for me is definitely a lot lower than that floral note. But they're both, I mean, it's good. It is good.
I like it.
It is good.
Have we had anything else by them?
Yes. I don't remember specifically what, but we've had it. We've had something from Burlington at least one other time. Actually, if you want.
Where's your phone?
Yeah, I can grab my phone real quick.
I'm curious.
I mean, I think they're very well known for doing hazy IPAs, so I think that's probably what we would have had, but yeah.
You know, I kind of wish... I know Untapped you can put, like, your location or, like, Untapped at home, but I wish we could also put, like, where we got... I guess you could put where you got it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I've never checked into a Burlington beer.
Interesting. You're pretty good about checking into stuff.
Yeah, so I guess I just thought that we've had it.
Or you had it and didn't check into it.
Well, here's the thing. We can get them here. So maybe that's what it was, is that I remember seeing it at the liquor store, but we never got it.
Oh, interesting.
So I know that I've seen Burlington Beer Company distributed here. I just guess we've never gotten any.
Okay.
So it's good to give it a shot. Yeah, I do like this.
Well, it's just another example of, you just never know. You might as well try something because you might like it.
I went back to the old growth and it's even better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after having all that bitterness from the, which is more than I would think, from that New England style IPA, like it downplays a bit more of the bitterness from the old growth, and it's like even richer, beautiful like malt flavors. Yeah. Almost, I'm getting like a slight, very faint like chocolatey note coming through too. I like it.
I like both these beers.
Yeah, they're good. And the coffee, that little bit of coffee aspect I said was in that, is kind of more amplified now. So these beers actually go pretty well together.
Okay, well, you picked two good ones.
Yeah. Well, and Kyle Norman picked two good ones to send to us. So thank you very much to Kyle Norman. He's just a great dude in general. I don't want to just thank him for the beers. I want to thank him for being a good dude. He's a nice guy. And great conversation. If you ever talk to Kyle Norman in your life, great conversation with that dude. He's awesome. So this was a lot of fun. We do have more beers from him, so we will be doing more. We also have an episode, just to forewarn people, an episode of Brewery Society beers that I started before all my issues started. So it's one beer, and then I have to finish it at some point and do the other beer. So it might sound pretty disjointed for that reason when I kind of mash those two recordings together. So apologies in advance for that. But just know that there's a Brewery Society beers.
And we also have a Pack Attack.
Oh, yeah. And we have a Pack Attack coming that we've been just holding for a while.
Because I haven't wanted to dip into them without Carlin trying them first.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, here we go. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for checking this out. And until next time,
keep it brutal.